can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He's got this to Pickens. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. To throw is Jackson. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could...
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first down, Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Harris running straight ahead. Trucks over him. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Ryan. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Allen Lazard, an 11-yard touchdown. Now the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Jackson on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And Lazard's got it again. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Harris is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will?
Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very solid gain of 27. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Jackson now. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 51 yards. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll send Austin in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 33. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They fire this one quickly to Austin. Touchdown! Calvin Austin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Jackson to throw. Eluding the and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Ryan. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Ryan. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Ryan wants to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Steelers, they improve their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.